Hello, Sean here,
Evan?
and we are here to review the final Star Wars movie until Rise of Skywalker, Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yay!
Yes, as you can tell from our excitement, we are so thrilled to have seen this.
So ecstatic.
I know, right?
I could barely contain myself.
Me too! Anyway, Solo, a Star Wars story, the 2018 American space western film based around the Star Wars character Han Solo, though also featuring his original trilogy co-protagonists Chewbacca and Lando Calrissian. The film was directed by Ron Howard. Get to that in a second. Produced by Lucasfilm and distributed by Walt Disney Pictures. It's the second, and quite literally, for right now, the last anthology movie until we find out other stuff. Following Rogue One, which was infinitely better.
Yeah.
And it stars Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, alongside Woody Harrelson, Emilia Clarke, Donald Glover, Thandie Newton, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Jonas Watanabe, and Paul Bettany. Apparently, Vision did not die in Infinity War. Film explores the early adventures of Han Solo and Chewbacca, who join a heist within the criminal underworld 10 years prior to the events of A New Hope. So, like I said, this was directed by Ron Howard, written by Jonathan and Lawrence Kasdan, the music was done by John Powell, released May 25th, 2018, so basically the 41th anniversary of the original movie, with a runtime of 2 hours and 15 minutes. The budget was roughly $3 million and made back $392.9 million, making it the first Star Wars movie to bomb. So, you want to start with the history of this movie? Anyway.
No.
Okay, so it's been said before, Disney bought Lucasfilm. George stupidly put Kathleen Kennedy in charge, who has been a shit producer and El Presidente since.
El Presidente.
Bite me. But anyway, so the comedy directors, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, I think it's, which I get their names probably mixed around. Oh yeah, I was right. Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They were originally intended to direct the movie in January 2017, but for one reason or another, in June 2017, they were fired because of creative differences, and Ron Howard was brought in to finish the last 3 weeks of principal photography and reshoot 80% of the fucking movie. Now, why were Lord and Miller fired? Fuck if I know. Because, yes, let's totally hire 2 comedy directors for a movie we don't even want to be a comedy in the first place.
Yeah.
That totally makes so much sense. Because apparently Lawrence Kasdan and Kathleen Kennedy were not a fan of the fact that Lord Miller allowed improv on the movie. Because I actually heard, my friend, that Lawrence Kasdan went to Lord Miller and said, stick to the script. Do not improv. Stick to the script. So let me get this straight, though. You fully know they're comedy directors, which includes improv.
Yeah.
But yet, you fire them with 3 weeks left of principal photography. Well, here's a fucking brilliant idea. If you didn't like their style, why not fire them, I don't know, day 2?
Yeah.
Instead of waiting until almost the entire movie was shot. Please, go give me my Superman DVDs. Guys, I'm going to make this comparison because I need to. You ain't bring me all of them, I don't give a fuck. But literally, this is quite literally, almost no for no, the same exact situation as this. Almost note for note. I don't know who's worse, Kathleen Kennedy or the Salkinds.
I'm going to say Kathleen Kennedy.
But I'm saying, dude, it's almost literally the same note for note situation. Donner filmed roughly 75% of Superman 2. Salkinds booted him off because apparently they didn't like the movie he was making, I guess. And so they brought Lester in to film the last 25% of the movie, plus reshoot roughly 80% or so of the fucking movie or whatever. And the end result of this contains roughly 25% of Donner's film because the Salkinds were too fucking cheap to re-release or to reshoot the entire movie. Plus, Hackman refused to return for the reshoots. But yeah, pretty much the same exact situation. No difference. Yeah, so clearly the management of Lucasfilm is bullshit because when this movie was released, like I said, it was the first Star Wars bomb, and as a result, apparently white male-led movies are box office poison, even though Infinity War would bury that. But fuck if I know. I just read the media and go off what they say. Retards. Anyway, let's talk about the actual movie though, because we've already discussed how this film history was fucking stupid.
Yep.
Because honestly, I would love to have seen what Lord Miller would have done.
Yeah, I would.
Because I've heard their movies are good. They made good movies in the past. So I would love to have seen what they would have done with this movie.
I think their names sound familiar. I'm pretty sure I've seen
Lego Movie?
Oh, fucking hate Lego Movie. Oh.
You hate the Lego Movie?
Yeah, I hate the Lego movies. Kill me if you want.
Okay,
but I fucking hate
have you ever watched Lego Batman?
Yeah.
The one that I own?
Yeah.
If you hate that, I'll hurt you.
I kind of did. I just don't like the Lego movies. It's too much capitalist bullshit.
Hey, do not insult Lego Batman.
I'm just saying, if the whole idea of the concept of the company was to make toys, and then you make the movies about the toys just to sell more toys, I'm sorry, it's kind of like the same sin of what you have with Star Wars.
It is what it is, dude.
It's capitalist.
But I like Lego Batman. Lego Batman is awesome. I have it on Blu-ray.
I mean, if you're gonna
so you shut your fucking mouth.
You're gonna go to the concept of using that much money for
I get what you're
corporation or
saying,
something.
but I'm saying
Use
Lego Batman is awesome.
for
I have it on
cancer
Blu-ray.
research.
Look, I have Lego Batman on Blu-ray. It is fucking awesome. So you shut your goddamn trash mouth.
I can say it's awesome. I can say it's that good.
In the words of Deadpool, you shut your goddamn trash mouth.
Nope. The Keaton Batman is orders of magnitude better than that.
What about Dark Knight with Christian Bale and Heath Ledger?
I liked it. It was definitely, I would say, the best out of those three, but I still think the Keaton Batman is the best.
Fair enough. Anyway, Solo. So basically the plot of this movie is Han joins his crew because he's trying to get a ship to find his ex-girlfriend. And he ends up finding her within the first 40 fucking minutes of the movie. So it makes you wonder what the entire point of the rest of the movie is. Exactly.
I don't know. It really didn't make any sense.
No, it did not.
One guy becoming a traitor for God knows what reason. It didn't even make any sense. Came out of left field.
Let's talk about our cast. Let's talk about the biggest two. Alden Ehrenreich and Donald Glover. First, let's talk about them because they are essentially replacing Harrison Ford and Billy Dee Williams, who will show up in Rise of Skywalker, although I fear with their track record going on now, Lando will die.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they can't really kill Leia because it would be bad taste since Fisher's dead in real life, so we got to kill somebody.
I don't know. It is Disney.
You know what I'm saying? They got to kill somebody because it would be bad in taste to kill Leia since Fisher's dead in real life. So we got to find another original trilogy cast member to kill off.
Isn't Billy Dee Williams dead too, though?
No, Billy Dee's still alive.
Wow, he's really going for it. Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, what did you think about Ehrenreich and Glover?
It was okay. I really didn't think there was enough chemistry between them, or at least enough scenes with them together.
Yeah, because Lando doesn't even appear until almost an hour into the movie.
I mean, even though people could argue and say, well, what about the bullcrap that really didn't do anything before? But I was like, yeah, but there was actually a lot more books back in the 70s that had the old style characters who were doing stuff that actually showed up in those movies.
Mm.
I can't remember exactly what it was called, but there was this one Star Wars book series from the late 70s, early 80s I read in middle school. I think it was like 7 books, and it was focusing more on Lando Calrissian. It was like his pirating years.
I remember reading in the old expanded universe, that was decanonized when Disney bought Lucasfilm. Han did actually sign up to be part of the Empire, so that actually does make sense being in this movie.
Yeah.
Because that actually was in the old EU. Although in the old EU, I'm pretty sure his name was fucking Solo the whole way through. Not given to him by a random checkpoint officer. He's like, who are your people? I'm alone. I have no people. Han Solo. So it makes you wonder, does Han have siblings that he doesn't know about? Because apparently anybody who's alone just gets the name Solo off for no reason. It makes you wonder, does Han have siblings? Right? I don't know. But honestly, performance-wise, I'll say this. I think Donald Glover is a better replacement because he, for the most part, acts like a young Billy D. Williams. Like,
good point.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He does, for the most part, act like a young Billy D. Because he has the charm, especially when he's interacting with Kira. You kind of get the smooth nature that Billy D had. Like, you can just kind of see it there. So I give Glover credit because apparently I heard, and I know I'm talking about it more than you, but I have heard that Ford and Williams actually did hold like a lunch conference with Ehrenreich and Glover so that the two younger counterparts can get like information download on how to play the characters, which for Glover must have came through. I'm not so sure about Ehrenreich, who apparently I read needed an acting coach. Why? Was he not Harrison Ford enough?
What?
I mean, it's not like this is supposed to be Han 10 years younger or anything. No. It's apparently supposed to be like the next day, I guess. Because he's apparently not Harrison Ford enough. So get an acting coach. Like, yeah, that's... Okay, the two signs we knew this movie was going to be crap was the Lord Miller firing and the fact that your main actor needs a fucking acting coach. After a good chunk of the movie had already been shot. Awesome! Oh, and the fact that nobody fucking wanted this movie to begin with, and the fact that Last Jedi was so bad, it soured the franchise.
And yeah, we just got this, and we're getting another one. Yay!
Oh, yeah. Well, they got to complete the sequel trilogy.
Fuck that shit.
I know, right?
It's not the first time they canceled trilogies before.
Amazing Spider-Man? They canceled that one before the third movie came out. Was even made, which honestly, I really don't care. They also canceled John Carter after one movie. Which wasn't there like 12 books of that?
I don't know. There was a lot.
The Barsoom series, what it's called?
Yeah, the Martian Chronicles.
Yeah, it's like
series.
I think it's called the Barsoom Chronicles or whatever.
No,
but yeah, they canceled that into one movie. But anyway, what do you think about Woody Harrelson?
He was alright. His character was shit.
Yes. He was apparently a traitor. And it's like, of course, because we never saw that coming when he looked at Han and said, anticipate your opponent. Yeah, that totally wasn't telegraphed at all. I'm going to let you talk a little bit about it.
I don't want to. The movie's not deserving of it.
Well, then shit on it.
You don't want me to take my pants off right now.
Okay, let's talk about the thorn in my side.
What, robot bitch?
Yes.
How it's fucking annoying.
Yes, it's ironic that the best part of this movie was the droid, yet the worst part in Solo is the droid. How ironic.
She was annoying?
Annoying, stupid, and is apparently now part of the Falcon. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. You ruined it.
You don't have to hear her bitch after she becomes one with it.
It's bad enough they fucked up Han as a character, but now they fucked up the Falcon, which, God, I didn't even think was possible. Ugh.
I freaking hated her. She spent
You
the
and me
entire
both.
time bitching about
Droid rights. It's like, we are sentient. Droid rights, we are sentient. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Why? Because you can't order food and drink?
And Lando's like, do you want anything? Equal rights. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, first of all...
yeah, even though they clearly show a bartender droid.
and two droid singers clearly having the time of their lives.
Mhm.
What, you're gonna say that you're gonna bring in this political bullshit just because the droid can't eat or drink any of the
Oh,
products?
and also I made a South Park joke in this movie. How the whole Memoberries thing. It's like, do you remember? Yes, we remember all this shit. It's like, do you remember? What was it called? Thermal detonators. You remember those? Yes, we do. Do you remember Lando's Java gear? Yes, we do. Do you remember those?
Leia's helmet from
No, it's
episode 3.
Do you remember restraining bolts? Yes, we do. Do you remember Lando? Okay, I think I already said Lando's Java gear.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you remember all this? Oh, Lando's Empire Strikes Back cape that he wore when he first showed up? Yes, we do.
The helmet that Leia's wearing in the beginning of the third movie.
Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, when she's saving.
I don't think that was the same helmet, but I can see where you're going for. It's like, but yes, we get it. We remember all this shit. I mean, at least in this, all the Memoberry stuff made sense and felt organic. It's like, jeez.
Oops. Yeah, she was a bitch. I hated that robot. It was like,
And the Empire apparently has little to no involvement in this movie, to be honest. So, like, why are they even here?
conflict.
Yes.
Even though at the point it seemed more like most of the conflict was coming from that Crimson Dawn bullshit.
And let's get to the big twist in this movie. Darth Maul.
Yeah,
how's he alive?
How the fuck do you stay alive after being cut in
don't
half?
give me, in Clone Wars they showed it. It's called, if it's not in the movie, it doesn't fucking matter.
Who fucking cares?
Right? I don't know, man. It's just all kinds of stupid.
The movie sucked. It started off actually being good, and then just before the halfway point, it fucking sucked donkey.
Yeah,
piss.
it started being okay. Yes, it was good until the droid showed up.
Yeah, and then even after the droid went away, it was still bullshit.
Pretty much,
nothing could save it at that point.
No, especially not when they make the droid part of the ship.
At least she shut the fuck up at that point.
Good point.
They must have just had the computer's mute button on.
I don't know, man.
No, she was a bitch. I fucking hated
Yes.
her. It's like, just because you can't eat and drink your product, that's why you have to have this dumbass political equal rights shit. And it's like, okay, you want a drink? Here, I'll give you this drink. I'll pour it on you when you start to short circuit because of the water and booze being poured into your system. Then I'll stop. Seems like you had enough. You're getting kind of tipsy there.
Yeah, and we needed booze.
Not to mention, she can't eat because she doesn't have a digestive system.
Or a stomach.
Digestive system, nor an endocrine system.
I have no idea what that is, but okay.
So she doesn't even have a way of the brain processing information to the other parts of the body on how to activate themselves. Or at least the human brain. But she's a robot, so she wouldn't even have organs to begin with. So I don't know. It seems like your robots have it pretty good.
Yeah, you don't get tired. You don't get hungry. You don't need to rest. So what's the problem?
Like, you want equal rights? Okay, I'll give you equal rights. I'll also give you gonorrhea and breast cancer. You want those?
Yeah. Right. He really hates this character.
Yeah, there's my thing. That's what I want to do to that damn droid.
Feelings mutual. So yeah, I don't know which one I hate more. This or Last Jedi. They're both bad.
I would give a little bit of credit to this because at least this has started interesting. All those other sequels, they all sucked all the way through.
I'll give you that. Someone's here. Must you leave?
Okay, that's fine. Iron.
Is there anything else we can talk about? This might be our short video.
Good. Doesn't deserve our time. The music really didn't fit.
No, especially when they reused the second Death Star music from A New Hope.
We didn't get John Williams until the very end again, and it's not even the music sucked. The music completely sucked.
Yeah. It barely felt like there was any music in the movie.
No, there wasn't. No, it didn't feel like a Star
Funny
Wars
thing
movie.
though is the guy who composed this movie, I think actually composed X-Men: The Last Stand, which actually had fucking music in it.
It makes no difference. The movie, I wanted to like it, but no.
No. Yeah.
Started off good, got crap, fuck the shit, fuck the political bullshit, fuck that dumbass Crimson Dawn Scarlet cult shit. Yeah, like that's the one thing. In a movie that already has all kinds of weird religious pseudo
Yeah, right
stuff
here.
because of the Force.
2006, X-Men: The Last Stand. Same composer.
Yeah, it's like in a movie that already has enough weird pseudo-religious because of this force and inner spirits connecting everything. That's like the last thing we need is an actual like freaking Aleister Crowleyan cult.
Right.
But whatever.
Alright, now.
To each their own.
To each their fucking own.
This movie was crap.
You're telling me, my friend.
The effects I thought took a heavy beating, especially compared to Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
Really didn't even feel like a Star Wars movie, except for that first little bit. I don't know. After that monkey guy, whatever the hell that thing was, 6-legged monkey pilot died. It's like, and they brought in the female droid and the cult and everything else. It was like,
Yeah, it seems like some of the the interesting characters got thrown out the window.
yeah, too much, too many, too soon. And all we got is crap. It's like
Yes, sequels that will never ever come because this movie bombed. Continue.
You could talk to your heart's content, but I'm done. I fucking hated it. I give it a 3.
Same.
I fucking hated it.
You and me both.
Now I feel sad for my poor Bush Light can. It did nothing wrong, but it had to die.
Yeah, sadly. Sadly, yeah. Oh, and yeah, apparently they're gonna bring back the Emperor for Rise of Skywalker, despite the fact that he's fucking dead.
Yeah? Yeah, how do you survive falling off, I don't know, like how many stories was that?
I don't know, but he evaporated into blue vapor.
Really? Wow.
You don't remember the ending? You don't remember in Return of the Jedi?
That was an evaporation? It looked like a freaking implosion.
Well, okay, whatever you want to call it. Evaporation, implosion, whatever. Oh, look at this. Fisher, who died in late 2016, will appear through the use of unreleased footage from Force Awakens and Last Jedi.
Yay! Fuck that shit.
Oh, and yes, let's talk about. It reminds me. Let's talk about Lando and Kira, the relationship. I didn't give a fuck
Nope.
because he doesn't end up with her. He ends up with Leia. So who the fuck cares? The relationship was pointless
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't even really add to much.
No.
Although I will say this.
She
This
goes
movie-
too soon to be found
This
too
movie-
soon to be tossed
Okay,
out the window.
we gave this movie basically a 3, right?
Yeah.
Can I take it down to a 2? Because this movie single-handedly ruins what is quite literally my favorite scene in The Last Jedi. Do you remember the scene where Luke takes Leia's hand, puts the dice in it, like basically it's like he's giving her back a piece of Han.
Mm-hmm.
This movie fucking ruins that scene for me by saying that the dice were just a symbol of an ex-girlfriend who betrayed him. Fuck you, Solo. You took what was literally my favorite scene in The Last Jedi and ruined it. Fuck you.
Well, I think that Luke is
So
going to
yeah,
be
that's what I
in
said.
the next one.
That's what I said. That took it down from a 3 to a 2. Because you quite literally ruined one of my favorite scene in The Last Jedi.
Well, it's official.
Fuck you.
Luke is going to betray Leia.
Luke's dead, dude. Force Ghost.
I don't fucking care. Force Ghost, Force Spectre, I don't fucking care. All ghosts are spinning in their grave. spinning in the insanity of that
Mhm.
major ass insult to the term ghost.
Yep. So, anything else? Because I'm pretty sure we missed a lot.
One last thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sums it up.
Okay. I will say this. To sum up this until Rise of Skywalker comes out, I'll say this. This is the only Disney Wars movie
That's
I
good.
intend to acknowledge.
Same here so far. I don't even need to say so far. I'm going to say same here because I know the new one's going to suck.
Oh, it will.
It will.
It will. I will say this, though. If they try to explain everything in this next movie, too little, too late. Because they may as well just call it Star Wars Episode 9. Here are all your answers.
And why do I think we're still not going to get those answers?
Because we won't.
Of course not.
Oh, God, give me strength.
So, until The Rise of Skywalker comes out, we're pretty much done with Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And we only have 2 months, my friend.
That soon. Oh.
Yes. Because when Force Awakens came out, they moved it all to December. Except for this one, Solo. Which released in May.
I don't care.
Dude, I honestly don't either, but we may as well finish this trilogy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all.
I think I actually cried a lot.
Me too. I cried a little when I watched Last Jedi in theaters. Pretty much every time Leia came up on screen, I cried. No joke.
You can see the water in my eyes right now.
So yeah, is that it?
Yeah, fuck this piece of
Shit. You shut your goddamn trash mouth.
No. I never will. I'll stop my profanity at this bullshit movie to the ends of the universe.
I'm sorry, I just want to put a last minute Deadpool joke in.
Wow.
Because, dude, this came out the same year Deadpool 2 did. Which is infinitely better. Fetch!
No. You pushed the stop button. We are done with the review. Makes no fucking difference.
Fine, I will fetch.
You ass fuck.
This is infinitely better. Both cuts.
They understand
are better.
it without the visual aid. Stop that. That's me.
You shut your goddamn trash mouth.
You shut your goddamn trash mouth.
That is all.